see in that third quarter? How did this get away from you?
When the moment calls for us to raise our intensity level, we dropped our guard. You can see the difference, the way they played in that third quarter, how they scrapped, how they got every loose ball. You could see the intent in their guys' eyes. They knew one of their guys was down and they were going to raise their level of play. At a moment where we needed to match that intensity, we didn't do it.
Brian Smith, Houston Chronicle. JB, it seemed like in that third quarter that a lot of you guys' bad tendencies, a lot of the things that have hurt you all season came back to kind of hit you as well. Is it a case where this team is just too unpredictable at times, or how do you read into that for a game just to fall away like that?
I think we let our guard down. There's no other way to describe it. They made all the hard plays, the plays that we talk about. The battles, the small battles we talk about having to win, they made those plays in that moment. And you could see we didn't respond.
It's the most threes any team has ever made in a playoff game. How much of that is just great shooting, and how much are there things you would like to have done differently?
I mean, they made shots, so you got to give them credit. But again, you go back and look at how many of those shots were created by us not doing the little things that we needed to do. How many offensive rebounds they got for kick-out threes? How many opportunities in transition where we didn't get matched up and they got open threes? So give them credit for making the shots, but we didn't do a good enough job defensively, paying attention to the details to stop them.
Did you do anything differently with James?
No, man, for us, it was our defense let us down. Our willingness to scrap let us down. I think, James was aggressive. Again, they're going to put a crowd on him. There's no doubt about that. But this was all about our defense and our failure to win any of those little battles that we talked about.
James's minutes, where I think he played the first 40, was that the plan going in, or just kind of how the game?
No, it's just how the game was going. Wasn't
Similar with Dwight. I mean, he was putting up big numbers early on. He played much of the first half. Third quarter, did you just feel like he didn't have his legs under him, or was he fitting with the rest of the team?
It was the same, for all of us. It was all of us. The intensity that we needed to have in the third quarter was lost.
Coach, once again, it seems like turnovers were another big bugaboo. Even when you played good defense and got steals, you turned right back around and get butterfingers on the other end. Is there anything that can be done to correct that?
Yeah, I mean, you think about that first half, how many break opportunities we had where we had advantage numbers in the open court. You just have to be sure with the ball. You got to pass the ball to the open man, pass it to him where he can catch it. The guys that are running, have to be aware where they are, and they have to be looking for the ball.
You talked about the defensive intensity. How much was that in this Pat Beverly starting the second half?
I mean, you always, obviously, Pat is the guy that brings that energy for us. You miss him when he's not on the floor. But same way they did, it was the same thing we need to do. Guy goes down, we got to step up for our teammates.
JB, you guys now down 3-1, but coming out of the halftime, Curry's not on the court. You guys maybe in that first, second quarter played some of your best basketball this season. As a coach, how do you view that as a missed opportunity, and you guys just completely letting that game go in the third quarter?
Definitely a missed opportunity. But again, there's a reason why those guys are champions. It wasn't just one guy that won them a championship. They have a bunch of guys who are willing to do whatever it takes to step up and help them win. They have guys who put some of their skills on the back burner because it's better for the team. And when it's called upon, they can still go to it. And I think they did that tonight.
Along those lines, you have a veteran team, so you would think that you guys would know that when Curry is out or goes out in the middle of a game, that the Warriors were going to step it up and they were going to rally around it. You guys seem to, like you say, just step back as if you thought maybe you had it.
Yeah, we didn't match their intensity. Simple as that.
Thank you.
Thank you.